We were in the 9th class of comprehensive school, and one day the teacher divided us into groups and went on to describe our assignment for the next couple of weeks. At the time, we had no idea what this project would go on to and mean for us. Five of us were given a simple task: make an English video project. It started as your typical group assignment. Our group consisted of me and my best friend Mikke, our two good friends Riku and Mikko, and then there was Sander. We were just throwing ideas in the air and hoping we would come up with something that would stick. And after a few long sessions, we finally thought of it: a documentary about our class, the 9H. Now, I don't remember whose idea it was, but let me tell you, it wasn't Sander. I guess by default he was the outcast, being the exchange student from Estonia and having this sort of a laid-back attitude, very laid-back. But still, he managed to shock us every time with his lack of interest and involvement in our project. Now we had the plan: interview our classmates in front of a camera and put together some sort of a montage of it. We started to figure out our interview questions, and together we managed to come up with a script. It was very basic, and at the time we felt it was the way to go. Now that I think back on it, I wish we would have spiced up things a little. But it wasn't entirely without any exciting stuff. For whatever reason, one day Mikko, Riku and Mikke gathered at Mikko's house without me to film some B-roll. To be honest, I was the editor and maybe I didn't need to be there necessarily, but it was still a strange move from our director Mikko to cut me completely off this creative process. Well, nevertheless, they were there and the plan was to film some basketball trick shots. I got a text from Mikke about the plans for the additional footage, and that was it. What I was presented the next day would change everything. The Mad Lads had ditched the sport montage and filmed something that was as disturbing as it was exciting. They had made a short Slenderman-inspired movie. To be honest, I was in awe until they revealed the amount of work they wanted for me to do in post. It was a huge hit for our schedule and the budget, but in the end I think it paid off. We had made some risky choices with Mikke during the editing process. Two things I remember we were stressed out about before the release were how we handled Mira's footage and on top of that we also had left in some serious profanities. Luckily and quite miraculously, our teacher was on board and praised the film. We got near perfect grades across the board, well, excluding one student's opinion, and it wasn't any surprise that Mira wasn't quite ecstatic as the rest of us about the final cut. And to be honest, if I was to change one thing about this documentary, it would be the way we edited and, let's be real, made fun of and borderline bullied Mira. Would I consider making a follow-up documentary on our class? Well, let's just say that I'm always looking for new projects, and I have recently been in talks with Mickey about some possible future plans.